they could only get 3 and 6, which I don't think is going to be enough to even get out the bottom 2. Meanwhile, Beta 0 and 5. So they couldn't win. They could only win a maximum of 4 here. So yeah, having the 5 wins on Creepwave and Brame, I mean, they're both secured for the playoffs. They could lose every series from now on, drop down the table, and still be not able to go any lower than 8th place. Of course, they want to win as much as possible. You know, they don't want to be giving up any victories to the teams that they don't need to.
What in the blaze?
You blew it!
Gilga going to be able to come out with a sentry to block the camp. Back in, he's got that observer ward. They do see Karawami, but that's going to be the vision. The tower shot's going to be the vision. Pepperoni. Sure.
When you play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
Yeah, the tower shot was coming through from the vision of Gilga there onto Karawami. It's not going to be from a ward. They have... I think they saw that. Yeah, they definitely did see that. The observer ward was already up on the cliff, so Fisherman's going to be able to come over. Easy D-ward for him. But it's going to be nice because if you planted it on this side, it means that if you get a sentry in the middle, you know, around here... Can't draw on the map, but it's paused. But yeah, if you get it where the dot is, it means you can D-ward this, you can D-ward there. So having it on both sides, you know, it means you have to choose where you want to D-ward. If they knew where that was in the first place, and I don't think they do just yet.
So much blood.
You thought you had me, didn't you?
No blood for you.
Teams just having a little bit of fun during the pause.
Stunning, isn't it? Stunning, isn't it? It's all coming together.
Oh, Lycan. Toby, does he have... Yeah, he has his wolves in the river. Spirit Breaker, straight out with the boots. Does he go up the bash first, though? It is only a 17% chance. Just to try and get... Because they're stacking up 3 and 2 in terms of rune splits. Karawami gets really deep water as well. He's going to be able to see any curries that come through. What's he going to skill up? It's actually going to be the bash. The frost arrows do come through. Karawami with the nature's... He's going to be able to do the damage here. It's only going to be the nature's grasp as well as the slow, but Gilga comes through. That should be first blood. Well, at least they're going to be able to get 3 bouncy runes out of this.
Point well taken.
But given what's in the first blood, that's a nice start for him. It means he's going to get close. Oh no, he sells the circlet. Okay. Meanwhile, Gilga. The ward does go down. Gilga doesn't have a D-ward here now as well. Fishman comes in, so they don't D-ward this one. Maybe they forgot about it during the pause. Or at least they're aware of it being there. Stormstormer coming up into the mid. Actually taking a lot of damage coming through from Rebel already, so Stormstormer just has to use one of his branches, one of his tangos, and back himself away. You up on the top lane. Chrysalis. Fisherman's going to be taking a Sakuchi to the face. Who's got the Blightstone? Is it? Nope, bottom lane. Okay. Karawami just trying to disrupt this pull. Malady going to be taking a bit of harass coming through from this Karawami again. The bash, but it's not actually going to be any bashes. As Toby taking some frost arrows. The Nature's Grasp comes out once again, but Karawami's able to move himself away from this top lane. Are they going to try and make something happen here? He's taking a little bit of damage in the mid lane, but the Dull Breath comes out, the Blood Right, the slow is limitless. Is it going to be enough? Yeah. Chrysalis, though, doesn't want to chase any further. Gilga only over 1, getting about halfway. 2-2. Fishman's getting pretty darn low. Chrysalis, well, he's got the heals coming through from the thirst, so he's going to be fine. The Dull Breath once again onto Limitless. Gilga think that was just more regen being brought in from the Jakiro. The Blood Right comes out once again. Beastmaster was slow enough that he still got caught in that bottom lane though. I think he'll be able to make a move with the Nature's Grasp. Katawami's level 2 though, so he's already used that charge. And Toby could be taking a lot of harass from the Drow. Top lane, Fishman having to use that salve and heal up. Yeah, Chrysalis is still fine. Even with the damage coming through from Gilgir, he's still going to be throwing out Blood Rights. Just looking to clean up range creeps. So the Sakuchi does touch. He takes a little bit of damage from that, but he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, Maldi trying to do his best with the Nature's Grasp to stop this pull from coming through, and it looks like he was able to disrupt it to the lane. Going to push right up to this tier 1 tower. In fact, the tier 1 tower going to be taking a little bit of creep shots. Watson though, just pulling the aggro of the creeps away from the tier 1 tower. Where's that charge going to come in through to? Looks like it's going to be onto Malady, but there's not going to be a lot of follow-up from this. Katawami, Nature's Grasp does come out.
Tower is under attack.
And Watson just says, get away from him. Throws out some frost arrows. Malady, with his overwhelming damage, and Katawami with the potential bashes, they're just going to be trading a little bit of damage here, but there's going to be slows coming through. One from the Nature's Grasp, but a good stun. Good charge against the two heroes. It might actually cost Katawami his life here. He's going to be able to get himself away. He's not. The multi-shot comes out. Oh, he didn't want to stick around there. Toby, the frost arrows once again. Watson doesn't have that boost, but Malady with the right clicks now as well. He turns to right click once again. Trying to take down. He will take down the troop attack. Might pay with his life. Toby with the regen. Coming through the Helm of the Iron Will as well as that Tango. Will be enough, and Watson can't get the kill onto the Wolfman. Obviously not packing any silver in his quiver.
Denied.
Top lane, Fishman. He's going to be taking damage from the boar as well as the Blightstorm coming through from Gilgir, but Gilgir actually turns around with the Sakuchi. Did he actually try and go onto the Drow there? I don't think he completed the charge. Again, 2 points into the Leech Seed now as well. So that's going to be a nice, just a little bit of sustain. With these two melee heroes, if they come forward here, level 2, 32 heal per second. Rebel gets a kill onto Stormstormer in the mid lane. He'll be taking a couple of tower shots from that, but it's going to mean that he secures 2 water runes as well, so that's going to be fine and dandy for him. Top lane once again, Toby, the multi-shot comes through, and Toby might actually go down to the Malady here. One more right click, yeah, does secure the kill. Watson gets pretty down low, but Katawami's going to have to go for the TP. Anything to stop this?
With a Drow,
there is now.
keep you safe.
Top lane, Blood Right comes out. Are they going to try and chase down? Where's that door breath? It's already been used. The Liquid Fire there as well. Swarm comes out. Fishman's going to get pretty down low. And Flintless can turn around and get the kill off onto that. Chrysalis with the Blightstone as well as the Swarm onto him. He needs to take that off him as the boar. Going to be doing damage to him. Chrysalis, yeah, underneath this tier 1 tower. Does survive. Gets back, but he has to be careful now because it is going to be a 2 versus 1 of the charge once again. Onto the Drow Ranger. Katawami, do you know the definition of insanity? Because it looks like you're living it during this game here.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh. Toby with a quick pause. So Lycan's going to have to reconnect. Just calling for lag. So Watson. What's career for him? I thought it might have been the Ogre Axe, so he's just going to go for the boots and then into the Dragonlance afterwards. Got that second band of Elven Skin queued up. So we get ourselves to go Katawami. Gonna try and go on to Malady here. The bash comes out. He doesn't want to continue much further than that. HellRaisers 5-1. Watson 28, 39 last hits on the Lena as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mid lane, Rebel. Oh, the LSA will connect. The Dragon Slave is there as well. Has that Laguna Blade damage? One more right click. The up. Can he get the move speed to get there? The bottle charges. Where's that Dragon Slave? Is 2 seconds away. Doesn't have the mana for it either. And it's going to be running into a remnant here. Rebel around the trees. Just playing. Trying to break some ankles, but the Vortex comes out underneath with the charge in as well. And Stormstormer Katawami. Stormstormer really good bait, as he knew he couldn't get, because of the move speed difference. No boots. versus Boots as well as the 1 point from Fiery Soul. Stormstormer knew he had to hide himself and not run away, which led for ample time for Kanawami to charge him there. Really well played. The Vortex just to keep him locked down with the charge afterwards. And Stormstormer stays alive, gets a revenge kill. Or at least a revenge assist. And we'll be able to heal up with that Arcane Rune there as well. Rebel. He can go back and do it again if he wants to because, well, Dragon Slave coming through. That Arcane Rune, though, it's still in the bottle, so there is going to be a couple of charges afterwards if Stormstormer gets low. But yeah, with the cooldown being, what's it, 70 seconds at level 1 on the Laguna Blade, it's a really nice, just, I mean, yeah, it costs a lot of mana to throw out. Kanawami. Just working his way around the map. Dual Breath comes out. There's he's actually body blocked by his own boar. It looks like they don't have the damage until Crystallis gets that level 6 and the Rupture comes out, which he's not too far away from. In fact, does he have it with this Creepwave? He might actually have it. A little bit away, 15 XP away.
Radiant's
so with that boar, he's going to be able to
attack.
chase it down. Gets his level 6 now as well. Doesn't have the mana for the Rupture here, though. It does have the 1 charges if he needs to get himself fairly healthy, and the mana would be nice alongside that. Storm started to move into the jungle, so it looks like Storm has been forced off the lane here by Lina. Again, looking for the rotations. Little mini stack for him. Limitless is saying, no, let me. It's like my pubs. Lina with the Possessed Mask as well. The extra stats are going to be quite nice on the int. Kanawami though, did they want to try and make a move? Well, they've got the Invis Rune comes out for Rebel. I guess that was just
Radiant's
posturing
middle
for the
tower
bottle.
is under attack.
Watson just continues to get the farm on the bottom lane. Let's take a look at the net worth. Yeah, top of the net worth here. By about 100 gold above the Bloodseekers, so that's not bad. It's actually quite good. As he goes back towards the Dragonlance, already got the power treads out. How far away from that is he? About 240 gold. Oh, Kanawami might get the backstab onto
Radiant's
Gilga
middle
here.
tower
Limitless
is
as well.
under attack.
You'd need to get the Rupture off and then let Kanawami rush in with his charge. Otherwise, Limitless probably just goes for the TP out. I mean, you do have the bash chance. 2 points into the bash here as well, the Greater Bash. Sentry. Just blocking this camp. Gilga's going to be spotted out trying to do some stacking. It looks like Kanawami's going to be more bothered about the bounty rune. Can just go for the charge away. The LSA won't connect here as well. So he will be able to get himself back over to the mid lane. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, how's Toby doing? Well, it's going to be the Helm of the Dawn coming through. Looking towards getting towards that Vlad's. Rebel with the Invis Rune. Is he going to be able to find out here? Might be able to go. The Rupture comes out to Gilga, but this might be a bait. Where's that LSA? He's going to try and throw it out, but the Dual Breath does come through as well as the Blood Right. Gilga. LSA will connect with Laguna Blade as well. Crystallis, though, he does have the Fairy Fire. Trying to run himself away, but the Swarm might be enough damage here. One more right-click and Crystallis will go down to the Lina. Fishman. Good double kill for Rebel. That's actually going to be his Boots of Travel as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
Really nicely
is under
done around
attack.
this map, but that means that they're going to be able to create space in the bottom lane. Toby gets himself a tier 1
Radiant's
tower.
bottom tower
Stormstorm
is
looking for the
falling.
dive. They weren't able to find the tree
Dire's
protector though.
top tower
He was just
is under
way deep
attack.
in the trees.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Maybe looking for some of his friends to talk to him here, but Toby wants to carry on.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Mallory's going to show the charge is going to come in. In fact, the Dark Troll Summoner with the net as well. Mallory behind this tier 1 tower. Looks like they're going to try and go into Shapeshift. So Creepwave, they want this kill. Mallory, they're going to come in onto this. Is he going to try and TP himself away? Does he have the help? Not with the Nether Strike. Kanawami, level 6, so he does have that 1 point into the Nether Strike. The Catapult's going to go down here as well. Is that going to be the Catapult coming in from Creepwave? So, level rotates down 2 seconds to the Laguna Blade, and Toby, Shapeshift will be wearing. It's about 3/4 of the way through. So actually, with the Sage to have the damage from Laguna Blade, Doesn't have the right clicks. It's Toby. Tail between his legs. Gonna run away. Portrait of his health left. But look at the regen coming through. This is actually quite decent in terms of regen. He doesn't even really need to go back to base. He can just stick around in the jungle. Find a bit more lifesteal with the morbid mask that's going to be coming up soon. And just stick around for the regen. Meanwhile, in the enemy jungle, the wall comes out. It's going to be onto the Jakiro though, the charge. If you want to go into Gilgit, Gilgit caught behind enemy lines. He's going to be able to Sakuchi himself away. So he should be fine. Meanwhile, Watson continuing to click down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane, so the fortification will come out. Rebel's going to join him here as well. Dragonlance is up for the Drow Ranger. Multi-shot just to clean up the Creepwave. This tier 1 tower should go down the charge though.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Just towards the top lane, I guess, to try and push out this lane. Meanwhile, Chrysalis on the bottom lane. I'm actually sure what he took the damage from.
More fuel for my fire.
Or where the tip came from as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Rebel. Some mana reduction here with this arcane rune. Is he going to look... I mean, Crystallize has already backed himself away. So he's not going to be in too much danger. Still going to be going towards the Maelstrom. In fact, I think that's the Maelstrom coming out. Was that the Javelin? Yeah, it was. So this is going to be the Maelstrom complete, which should help him catch up in terms of farm, because he is behind the Drow Ranger now by about... What's that? 1100 gold. So he needs to find some kills. He needs to find some quick farm.
Stupendous!
I wonder if they go for the mid lane though. Do you find the dragon back onto Gilgear? It's a nice kill. I wonder if they're going to go for the Aghanim Scepter on the Lycan at some point. Just being able to get the wolf bite off.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Tier 1
attack.
tower has started to be pushed in. Malady's going to shell. Overgrowth does come out. The Ghost as well. I think we'll be able to take down the Storm Spirit. No, the multi-shot, the Ice Path is going to be stopping that. The Stormer will be able to dive himself away safe. Lycan even with the shapeshift. Just continues to come out and farm. Well, the stun from the Centaur is going to slow him down for just a little bit. Yeah, he will be able to get himself away. Chrysalis in the trees with the Maelstrom now going straight towards that BKB and then the Basher afterwards.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Watson. What's he got queued up? He's got the Asher. Is it going to be... Nope. That's the wrong courier. Is it going to be the Manta Star to come out, or is that just going to be like a Sanjin Yashia? Maybe. Top lane though. Limitless does have that roar. Karawami's just going to hightail it out of there with his phase boots. Gilgir might be spotted here. Storm is close, full mana. Shikuchi going to be used. Karawami's already away. He's already started to TP himself out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Stormstormer needs to be careful though. There is going to be a 3-man, 4-man rotation if the Drow wants to come this way. So yeah, it is going to be the Manta Star being queued up for the Drow Ranger as well. So 3-man smoke. HellRaisers, do you want to be getting into this jungle? Can they find the Storm Spirit? I mean, what's the supports building into? Is there anything... Oh, the Blightstone is there with the Swarm, so they could potentially Storm. The Gust comes out, it's going to start to long enough for the arrows as well. The Overgrowth, it doesn't actually connect. The LSA and the Laguna Blade will do. Stormer. This might open up the Roshan, it will. Rebel's going to be coming into it with the Dragon Slave as well. So minus armor works. That Swarm. Gilgir doing a little bit scouted. He's already used the Swarm, so it's not going to be hit with the Roshan. And I don't think it's actually going to matter. I think Roshan's going to go down pretty quick anyway, it looks like. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, are they going to try and take this T1 tower and maybe go for the deny? Tree gets it.
Immortality.
And Rebel gets himself an Aegis.
Radiant are scanning.
Illusion.
Gilgia. What's he looking for next? It's gonna be the Yule Scepter and not the Solar Crest. Katawami. Does he get the chase on? He does get it onto Gilgia, and there's going to be the Sensual being dropped as well, just for the extra distance. Now the strike comes out. Look at how far he got with the Sakuchi, but he's going to be back right back into it. Time lapse comes out. Do they want to carry on chasing? Looks like Gilgia. He has a living armor on him as well. The top lane's going to be pushed in. Beastmaster, Limitless, and Rebel. With the Centaur as well as the Catapult. This is going to be the tier 2 tower taking a lot of damage. Fortification has to be used here. There's Katawami. It's going to be at least the Shadow Blade coming out for him. Charges right through onto the boar, but it could put him in a little bit of trouble in Nature's Grasp as well as the Swarm. Katawami just needs to run himself away. Chrysalis, he's not even bothered about fighting, he just wants to carry on farming. Getting close to getting the second piece of his BKB as well. Instant back, top of the net worth. So yeah, this is kind of just, he's not really being prioritized by HellRaisers because they're trying to take objectives like the tier 2 tower, like the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, like Roshan. Trying to do damage to Stormstormer as well. Stormstormer, what's his build? He's got himself a double damage in the bottle, going towards the Orchid and then Sanjin Kaya. So yeah, he already has the Kaya up, so it's not going to be the Bloodstone. The Sanj will offer him a little bit more survivability. He probably just gets rid of the stick. But well, that Aegis, far away from being recalled, as it's still 2.5 minutes. Gilgia, they have a vision on him now. The double is instantly. That's going to be a great ice pack onto 3 heroes of blood right now as well. So they at least pop the Aegis with the rest of the damage going to come through. BKB, the Blood Seeker, the Upgrowth comes through as well. The Roman Stone Spirit dives right onto Limitless. He's going to be able to get himself a second kill. Can he take down Watson because the body blocks as well as the damage from the Storm Spirit? One more right click should be enough to take him down. They will be able to get him. The Laguna Blade though onto it's going to be Katawami. Rebel, that's his BKB that's been used. Get the kill, but can he continue going here? Gilga just moves away from the ice path. Will still be chased down by Chrysalis. So a really nice fight. They only lost the Spirit Breaker. He took down 4 heroes. Yes, one of them was an Aegis, but that just proves that there is still life in Creepwave's draft. 18 minutes in, we've seen games be pretty much over by now today.
Money to burn.
I'd like to say, Creepwave, you only still have some fight. Lycan, gonna be the drums for him. In fact, was that enough gold for the Orchid? Just barely not. My maths is correct, which it isn't. But it's effectively, he needs the gold. Okay, yeah, so he needs another 200 gold.
Where's the party?
Which shouldn't take him long to farm up. He just can't get caught out. Yeah, just has to TP himself away. He was low on mana anyway, so if he got caught out there, that would have been a death sentence for him. Chrysalis. We've already seen him use the BKB. Gonna go back for the Basher. What's Katawami? Did he build off the Shadow Blade? He does get the Shadow Blade. The 2 stacks of dust as well, just in case. I wonder if he's going to go straight for the Ag's Scepter, or whether he's going to pick up the Ag Shard, because the Ag Shard's going to be available. He doesn't have the gold for it, but they will be available in 10 seconds. It's Toby. It's going to be AC, so it's not going to be rushing the Ag Scepter here for Toby. Yeah, that's going to be fine.
Is under attack.
The Rebel. He's still finding the farm. He's still barely second
top tower
on the net worth by what, a couple hundred gold? Yeah. He's going for it. He's actually changed his mind. He's not going to go for any damage items after the BKB. It's going to be straight into the Lincolns and then into the Shadow Blade. Potentially Silver Edge. Oh, where's that drag back coming through? It's actually going to be onto Malady. Maladie's not going to be able to get himself away from that. He finds the Thunder Hide, but
top tower is falling.
they want to be found out. They do want to be taken away from it. Where's the Helm of the Overlord? It's going to be 10 seconds before that's going to be able to be used again. So it is going to be that extra 250 gold. Bloodseeker changing his mind again. Is it going to be the Melania coming out? I suppose he's only the recipe away. The recipe, it's only 900 gold, so it's not a big ask before the basher if that's what you want. It gives you a little bit more protection from the right clicks as well because of the active that you can put on yourself.
The twinging.
Karawami charging through. You do have a sentry down. But the Drought didn't want to stick around to see if maybe there was a Storm Spirit that was jumping right behind Karawami there. Fishman does get the vision up the cliff. So the D ward will come out before the ward is dropped. Even the sentries seeing the Hawk or the little raptor bird. Pterodactyl. Looks like Karawami just wants to use his charge just to carry on pushing out the lanes, keep them depressured as well. So it is going to be the out in the courier. So the shard does come out first. Double that. We can take a look at the shard while we see if a fight's going to break out. Poses another strike to deal 200 extra damage and apply 4-second break. Grants spell immunity. So it's cheaper than a BKB. Doesn't last as long, but it's cheaper than a BKB. Being able to break Watson or break Rebel, that's going to be pretty nice in the fights. The extra 200 damage as well. That's just the icing on top. So Roche, about 40 seconds away at least. There could still be a 3-minute timer behind that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Stormer. He has the Sanjin Kaya up. He's going to dive in deep here. Who's he going to be able to catch? He gets the dust off. He's going to get the Drag Back Vortex come through. Onto the charge as well. And Gilgir gets absolutely deleted. Stormer. He's out of mana. Or near out of mana. So yeah, they're just going to back themselves away. They don't want to overcommit. I wonder if the Storm Spirit's going to go for something like the BKB next.
I'm over here.
I think he charged in at Rebel. Well, there's not going to be an LSA to connect to Karawami. Just have that Shadow Blade to come through. Now the LSA will be used. Does he want to try and throw this one out? Karawami's going to get low, but he pops the Shadow Blade. He'll be able to walk himself away, and Rebel couldn't get the kill. Farm-wise, Lincoln Sphere, how much is that? Just under 100 gold to finish it up. Did he go for the Melania here on Chrysalis?
Dire's
He
middle
did.
tower
So he's picked it up, so he has the Chain Lightning and the Static Charge active, which is going to be really nice in fights. The Chain Lightning bounces between 12 targets as well. So again, you smashed over this board, and the Ice Pack comes out, they're going to be able to fight that Malady once again. Are they going to be able to do the damage? The TP comes in from Rebel. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Storm Spirit dive to the backflash. He's able to find a kill. Ghost comes out. The Laguna Blade being committed. They take him down. Beast Master Limitless gets caught out. Chrysalis walking around chasing here. Might turn with the Overgrowth and Lycan. He ain't going to be liking that.
Just as well.
So Tukos, Jakiro barely gets out as well. If you're looking for the off lane as well as the position before. But Chrysalis did get a kill in that. No, it was Karawami. At least he gets some gold for the assists. And again, looking towards that Basher. The recipe, it's still fairly far away. As it looks like Storm Spirit's dead for 15 seconds. Akiro didn't go back to... Well, he's gone back to regen now, but that's going to be another 6-second TP if you want to try and TP to the outpost. Where's that scan? Roshan's outside the pit. Do they have the vision on this? They don't. They scan it now, but Roshan, it's already going to be too late. It goes down. And it looks like Watson is able to get himself the shard as well as the Aegis. Now they're going to try and get aggressive here onto HellRaisers. Ice Path comes out. Just trying to look for the vision, but Storm on the back lines. He's going to be able to get onto Limitless. Limitless, do they have the damage with the Micropire? Rupture comes out once again, and Limitless will be going down. The Orc can damage it as well as the Fishman right click. To get that kill at least. Chrysalis, are they going to try and chase on further? Doesn't look like they will. Drow. Gonna be able to swap out now. Yeah, use the Aghanim shard for the hypothermia on the frost arrows.
I've been wanting this.
Top lane though, they might make the dive. The Link is going to be popped by the Orchid. Where's that charge? He's going to be able to get himself away. Lina pops the BKB, but the Nether Strike should be there to connect and Rebel. Yeah, he tries to throw out the LSA, but the damage should be enough. Stormer if he wants to carry on going. BKB were knocked out. Upgrowth turns out. Lincoln Sphere pop once again. Storm with the silence. He's going to be able to do enough damage. He will be able to get it with the Remnant. And the Ghost comes through, but it's only going to be able to pick him after he's thrown out his spells. Stormer doesn't have the mana to get himself away. Gonna try and TP. But yeah, with 4 heroes around, I don't think you get out of that. So it's gonna be a mid for mid, but Stormer got the kill onto Rebel.
Under attack.
So that's gonna be a decent trade for him. Even if he loses his life, the Rupture is up. Gilga's gonna show Sakuchi though. Swarm comes out. Chrysalis, the Blood Rite is gonna be used, but Gilga is just gonna be able to Sakuchi himself away. How's Bloodseeker doing? Needs, what's it, 458.25, so that's 1275. So another 600 gold to finish off the Basha. Awami, you've got to be real careful with this charge. He cancels it. He sees the error of his ways. In fact, he just sees the enemy team in the mid lane and thinks, you know what? I might be strong, but I'm not strong enough to go into this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Drow. Building towards the Daedalus here as well. Rebel.
Dire's structures are
Lincoln Sphere's up. It's still going to be a Silver Edge if he wants to go through. As the fortification does come out onto the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. You can see Karawami
tower is under attack.
trying to do his best to skip the creeps.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This is a really nice ward
attack.
because this is, you don't really expect this to be here, but it just means that unless it gets dewarded, Karawami is still going to be able to charge creeps towards this tier 2 tower. That's gone down anyway, so never mind.
I'll take that.
He'll be able to find himself a courier with the vision as well, Karawami.
Radiant's courier has been
Picks it down in one. Rebel has TP'd himself towards the bottom lane as well. Has that regen route. But they have the vision. They have the vision on the cliff. So they're going to see these 4 heroes. The charge comes in. I think they try and fight this because Storm is nowhere close. I think it just might be for Karawami to get close. He can cancel the charge. Yeah, just cancel it off then. And, well, he's still building towards the Ags. So he's going to have the charge of the Agnes cooldown reduction. Going through BKB is going to be a big one as well. Especially when that's how Watson would try and deal with, you know, being able to stick on the back lines, Rebel as well.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Fishman, Ice Path, does connect. But there's not going to be any follow-up onto Watson. Watson's going to be fine with this. He takes the tier 1 tower as well. The Hawk trying to do a little bit of scouting. Oh, dual breath. Fishman's going to try and go for the deep push here, but this tier 2 tower, again, fortification has to be used. I think with the Aegis expiring in the next 30 or so seconds,
bottom tower is under attack.
Creepwave might want to fight this. Ice Path, it doesn't actually connect into Rebel. There's going to be a big dash in the back line, so I think there's a big dash. Looks like they might be able to go through Weaver. So no borrowed time. The LSA just connect, though. He might be able to get it off. No, he doesn't. Stormer gets the kill. Chrysalis gets the kill from Limitless now with the Overgrowth. Can he chase Chrysalis? Needs to get himself away from this damage, but the Hypothermia, the 4-step away, still going to go down. Aegis did get popped. Storm's not looking too healthy either. They might be able to come back onto this with the LSA. Jakiro trying to get himself up, but Nature's Grasp to slow him down. He's dead. He's dead, Jim.
Hidden in these woods.
Yeah, Toby... I don't actually know what Toby's doing in these fights. Not to be mean. No, I'm not being... I'm not trying to flame him. But, yeah, okay, you can send the wolves in and the creeps in, but he's not really... He doesn't have a BKB, so he's always going to be gusted. The Drought can use like I said, the gust and then the damage just to take him down. He's getting locked down by the overgrowth as well. He gets locked down with the LSA. I know he's trying to split push. He's trying to find the farm. He's going to be going towards the Lotus Orb now as well. But I'm just not sure how well it's worked for him this match. Meanwhile, the outpost will be stolen by HellRaisers, so Mallory going to be able to pick that one up. Right, Julceptor comes out. What are we able to do? Limitless comes in with the Roar. Stormstorm, oh, does he want to go? He doesn't have a lot of mana left after diving from the fountain. He's just going to go back and regen. Gem is on the deck.
Illusion.
Doesn't say who it belongs to. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Storm needs to find a way to not take as much damage in the fights. So it is going to be the BKB coming through for him. Because at the minute, Rebel is focusing him down with the Laguna Blade, with the LSAs. He tries to do the damage with the Vortex, you know, try and stand and fight. Like we saw around... It was around there. Onto the Weaver here, Gilgear. It did eventually die, but they were able to do a lot of damage, and Stormstormer just couldn't be available in the fights for the rest of the fight. But Chrysalis was left on his own. And again, couldn't get near the Drow Ranger. Because HellRaisers are effectively protecting this Drow. Gonna try and do. I mean, Toby again has that dragon up. I mean, the buckler and the plate mail. Okay, we've got our go. Bloodseeker has a shard as well. At least that's really nice for the right clicks. Being able to go toe to toe and get the health and damage with 2% of the target's max health as a damage and heal. That is really nice to have as the Bloodseeker. But it's whether you're going to be able to get in close with the Drow Range to take this one out. Charge onto Gilgear, but there's going to be a 4-man smoke. Oh, look, that flash from York comes in. He's going to be able to get the gust off, but it's not actually going to connect. Stormstormer once again, the damage is going to be too much. He's going to go on Catawami. They want to go around chasing here. They might be able to go into the Drow Range. Drow Ranger has no ages. And look at Chrysalis doing the right click damage. He might be able to take down Watson with the bounces. No, he's still going to go down, but Toby gets the kill, so I guess that's what Toby's doing. Ice Path comes out. Toby has to run himself away. Malady gets low. Doesn't actually die off Fishman. Gems on the deck. So yeah, they lost the Drow Ranger, but that's 3 big heroes picked up for HellRaisers on the side of Creepwave. And again, Stormstormer needs this BKB before he can fight. You saw how close he was to dying. He went from 100% health to like 5% health. No time at all. Just because he's got no way to deal with the Laguna Blades flying through from Rebel, the right clicks flying through from Rebel. And they're up every 50 seconds, so it's every single fight this Laguna Blade's up doing 900 damage before reduction. With the Dragon Slayers, with the right clicks coming out from the Lina, with the Silver Edge crits as well. And he wants to be the engaged tool to follow up from Katawami, but he's just taking so much damage.
Huzzah!
Rebel, Embrace, picked up the break, but Stormstormer should be able to dive himself away yet. No silence to stop, there was no roar close. Does he have the blink dagger on the Beastmaster as well? If I click him, he does, but he was just not close enough to follow up from the break. And I think Rebel was more surprised than anything to find him here. Roche is back up here as well. It's going to be a refresher shard. So probably give that over to the Beastmaster, maybe even to the Treant Protector for the double overgrowth. That's really nice in these fights. Through spell immunity as well. It's Guild Gear. Okay, it's going to be the Aeon Disc, so it's not. Again, didn't have any vision. This is going to be another 3 Aegis, and Creepwave just don't see this being done. Look how fast it's going to go down as well. Well, the wolves come in, but it's going to be way too late. And with the fights going the way they are, yes, Drow dies, but everybody, all the cores on the side of Creepwave dive too. So Watson, I think he'll be going for the Hurricane Pike, just swapping out the Chrysalis here for the Aegis. Yeah, Stormstorm is going to try and dive in. Did they have the catch as well as the charge to kill off Gilgit? Aeon Disc comes out. The charge is still going to carry on going. Cancels it. Well, that's going to be the Aeon Disc on cooldown for the next 100 seconds. So what can he get out of it? As it looks like HellRaisers is coming up to the high ground in this base. Does connect, but again, drawing with the BKB with the Aegis. Not going to be way too scared about this. Takes down the tower. He might be able to take down Rebel with the lockdown. Does it have enough? No, he gets the BKB, he gets the cheese. He might be able to get the kill on Crystal now as well. Crystal is dead, 80 seconds, no buyback. 4th out. Yeah, they didn't have the lockdown long enough for Lina. She gets the cheese, gets the heal off. Now this is going to be even harder without Chrysalis to try and push these creeps back. Watson, Aegis again still going on, and it looks like the 4 staff has to come out for Jakiro. Jakiro's going to be taking a lot of damage.
Barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks. Dire's top barracks.
It's going to be a lane of racks. Double damage around here as well. They could pick this up, potentially just go back for the mid lane if they want to. Katawami's charging himself out. Just trying to push out with the catapults. Going to be a couple of couriers here as well that might take creep damage. They will take creep damage. I think they both die here. That's going to be the Hurricane Pike as well. There's some reveal on the dust. That's a Hurricane Pike for Watson, but at this point I don't think he's too asked about it at the minute. Dive in from Storm and Macropire goes out. But you can see Katawami's trying to do his best to just push this lane in. Skip the creeps. Keep this tier 3 tower alive in the mid lane. Charge comes through. It's going to be into the middle of 3 heroes though. Okay, no overgrowth going to be committed. Where's the gem? And this gets back available as well. Where is the gem? Not there. Okay. The Rebel and Watson. Start knowing, did they have once again might have to lock out this time without the cheese and charge comes in. That's going to be the end of being popped there for Gilgit. The roll comes out to Chrysalis though. What can he do here? They do get it. Well, it's going to have to be the buyback. With the lockdown, they have him the blood ticket. Chrysalis, he's not going to be able to get himself away. Does have the buyback if they want to fight into this. Watson, his BKB will be going down. He's going to try and get the TP. Any bashes? Any bashes? Nope. Able to get the TP away. Meanwhile, Toby chasing down onto Malady. Storm not able to get there in time with the Vortex. Katawami wants to carry on going. He wants to push out. Look at the speed on this. So at least he can push out the lanes and leave. But yeah, that's a second tier 3 tower, and it opens up the second lane of racks.
Over here now.
And again, Drow survives. The Drow keeps the Aegis for another minute and a half.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gilgir and Malady
Radiant structures
need to be
are fortified.
fairly careful. This Lina's dead, no buyback, 1700 gold away as well. So it is going to be the Lina dead for the next 30 seconds or so. So maybe Creepwave, I mean, they forced out a couple of buybacks themselves here, HellRaisers, but if they can get something from this, Toby, still with a shot. The roar comes through onto Chrysalis with the multi-shot as well. He's popped his BKB. He's dead. He's dead. 110 seconds. He's gone. He finds Toby as well. There's going to be the 4-staff back Toby. And he chases him out. What damage can he do? Maldy on the high ground now as well. 16 seconds to the overgrowth for Toby. Going to be slowed down by the hypothermia damage coming through as well. Trying to get himself away. But shapeshift, is it going to be enough with this Yule Scepter? Did they have the lockdown to take him away? It looks like they might still get the kill to Toby. Charge comes through, but no, Toby's away. Okay, fair enough. He got low. He's still getting low with that Spirit Vessel taking him down. But he has the regen. And he has a lot of regen. 40 regen at level 21. Good for him. Yeah, now that HellRaisers know there's no buyback on Chrysalis because he used it in that last fight here around the high ground, HellRaisers, they could look to push in. Aegis is going to be reclaimed. But Watson, I assume he has his courier nearby to buy out the Daedalus. It's just coming back alive. Oh yeah, because he was killed off in the mid lane by Kadawami.
Dire's middle barracks is falling.
And this is going to be Megas. I don't know how Creepwave stopped this. Storm's going to dive onto Watson. They know the Aegis is gone. HellRaisers are looking to lock him down. He's going to try and get that BKB off. They're going to be able to take down Stormstormer. Stormstormer doesn't have the buyback with 3 heroes. He's trying to push back into this. Kadawami has to get himself away. HellRaisers, the buyback comes through. The Lincoln Sphere is going to be popped. They still don't have enough to take down Watson. He gets the ghost off. The damage. They're going to be able to take down Jakiro, and Jakiro doesn't have the buyback either. Kadawami chasing through. They're still going to be able to get onto the ground, but Yule Scepter comes through. He doesn't have that Nether Strike. Stormstormer trying to get on top of Watson. All of this to kill off Watson. It's going to cost them so many lives. It's going to cost them the game. He can't get away from this, even with the shapeshift. He will be dead. With Chrysalis, it's going to be... It doesn't matter. Yes, he gets the heal coming through from the Aghanim Shard, but Rebel's putting out so much damage. Gilgir's putting out so much damage. Limitless as well as Watson. GG's going to be called. HellRaisers taking number 2, forcing it for the first time today into a full 3-game series here. 27-19, a 41 minutes in, a 24k net worth lead. HellRaisers, they're going to be happy with that. Showing that maybe that first game of the series was just a fluke for Creepwave. And HellRaisers force it back. And the momentum is in their favor now. So they are looking to climb up the table. So guys, that is going to be the second game, but we do still have a third and final game to come to decide the winner of the series. We're going to be taking a quick 10-15 minute break, and we'll be back right after it, so stick around to see who wins between HellRaisers and Creepwave. We'll see you in a few.